Welcome to Guys Talking Fights.
Episode, I think, 46.
UFC Fight Night, Teixeira versus Santos.
Oh, shit!
We had a good night of fights, ladies and gentlemen.
Grandpa's crushed it. The Grandpa's crushed it.
That was such a good fight, wasn't it?
It was a great fight.
Glover versus Thiago Santos.
Glover took so many hard shots and just came back and fucked him. So good.
All of round two, as soon as they came out, he took him down and just held him there and just beat him up for the whole round.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't just hold him there, right?
No.
Like, his ground and pound. Glover's ground and pound, dude.
Master of ground and pound.
Yep.
He does it very well.
Almost choked him out at the end of the second round,
Oh,
but
yeah, he had him.
Saved by the bell.
Yep.
Thiago saved by the bell.
Naked choke. He had him, and then saved by the bell.
Yep. And then third round, Thiago cracks him with a left hook.
Yep.
They go to the ground, and Teixeira reverses it and does some more ground and pound and ends up choking him out.
Yep. Finished what he started in round two.
So let's just go right into it. Let's just pose the question since we're on the fight already.
Pose it, Will.
Pose the question. Vinny! Dude.
Yes.
Does Teixeira fight for the title against Jan? Or do they make him wait for the Izzy fight first?
I think that Glover deserves a shot. Like he said in his post-fight interview, he's like, Dana, I'm 41 years old. Don't make me wait to fight this guy. He's on a 5-fight win streak. Yep. He took out 2 former challengers in his last 2 fights, being Anthony Smith and then Thiago Santos.
Yep.
I think the man deserves a title shot.
Yeah.
And you're going to make him sit around for Israel versus Jan, which I get. High-profile fight, fun fight. But each guy has a worthy contender. Robert Whittaker just smashed 2 guys after he lost to Izzy, so he's right there.
Yeah, he beat Till, and then he beat Cannonier.
2 very good middleweights.
So Whittaker, lost his belt and then came back and won 2 in a row against killers.
Yep. And he looked great in both fights.
In my opinion, I'm with you. I would like to see Izzy fight Whittaker again and give Teixeira the shite against Jan.
And then after those happen, then make the fight. I'd be perfectly fine with that.
And regardless of who wins between Blachowicz and Teixeira, which
give Izzy the next crack.
Give Izzy the next crack if Izzy wins against Whittaker.
True that.
Do you think Izzy beats Whittaker if big if here, folks, if they fight again?
I'm sure Izzy is definitely going to be the favorite. He
for sure
should win, but I love me some Robert Whittaker, so I'll definitely
like Whittaker
be rooting for the Reaper in that one.
Me too, dude.
I like Rob Whittaker. He's such a nice guy.
I like both guys, don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Him and Stephen Thompson are the nicest murderers in the UFC. It's like, oh yeah, we can go grab a beer
and
but I'm going to kick you in the head.
Teixeira.
Yeah, true that. Apologizing to Anthony Smith as
41 years old, right? 41, yeah, right. 41 years old on a 5-fight win streak, beating killers.
Yeah.
Finishing fights. Not just winning, finishing fights.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, in case you forgot, folks, Glover
Dana!
did knock all of Anthony Smith's teeth out, just about.
Yeah, Glover fucked up Anthony Smith. And then he finished Thiago, who went 5 rounds with John Jones in his last fight.
On 2
tore his knee
knees.
apart.
Yeah,
completely. I'd like to see that instead. Me personally, not necessarily for like an excitement standpoint. Like obviously, I think the more exciting fight is Adesanya and Blachowicz, which is it's kind of how the UFC works. They know that more people are going to be hyped for that fight, so they're probably going to end up making it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'd still rather see Teixeira and Blachowicz and Whittaker getting the shot against Izzy before Izzy decides to move up. And that fight wouldn't happen until March anyway if Izzy moved up and fought Blachowicz, because Blachowicz is having a son. Or I think it's a son, right? He's having a kid in December.
He's having a kid.
Yeah, next month he's having a kid. He's having a baby. So he said he probably wouldn't be ready till March. which makes perfect sense. You can't hold it against the guy. I mean, he just won the title like just a number of weeks ago, so it's not like he's waiting a super long time to fight again and defend it.
Yeah, and that's a good point because Whitaker's actually having another kid in January. So it's like by the time Whitaker and Jan are both ready to fight again, Israel Adesanya and Glover Teixeira will both be ready to fight again. So it's like if you make the Izzy Jan fight, 2 top contenders are just kind of sitting on their thumbs. Like, okay, Glover just won 5 in a row. Rob just beat 2 guys who are fucking murderers in the fucking murderous middleweight division.
Murderers row.
Like, nobody else is standing at Israel's door like, hey, I'm the number 1 guy. It's me. That's Robert Whitaker. So it's like,
right.
What do you do with those guys if you make that fight? You just make them wait? Make them fight somebody else, I guess. But it's like, who else is there for them? They fucking have run through everybody.
Anyone who gets the reference I just made, Murderers Row, if anybody understands the reference, comment below. Comment below. Let me know what it is. Do you get it? Do you get the reference?
Murderers Row?
Murderers Row.
It's a common phrase in UFC. They use it all the time.
In UFC, yeah, but where it originated, Murderers Row.
No.
Has to do with a different sport. It's okay if you don't get it. Don't give it away if you know it. But if you know it, just say, yeah, you know it. If you don't, that's cool.
I don't.
Okay. All right. Comment below if you know what I might be referring to. Yeah, let me know.
Okay, write that down so you can tell me after what the fuck you're talking about.
I'll tell you. I'll let you know. I'll let you know offhand. But anybody
right.
who watches this, we got a few people that watch this. You know, we got a few. We got a handful. Let me know if you know what Murderers Row is. They'll get I don't know. You won't get anything.
You won't get anything. Just let me know.
You'll get bragging rights to be the one who knows what Murderers Row I'm referring to. Most likely is.
All right.
What else we got? What else? I guess we're kind of talking about this card. I was going to say we could talk about a few things in news, but we're already talking about this card.
Yeah, let's finish the card.
Justin Tafa and who'd he fight?
No, that's the wrong name.
Not Tafa.
It's
No, I was close though.
It's Khalid Taha.
Taha. There is Justin Tafa is who I'm thinking of. Justin Tafa.
Yeah. I think Tafa got cut actually.
He probably did. I don't know. That's just the name that was in my head. So I've been drinking today, guys. All right, I've been drinking. I haven't been drinking a lot. I've been slowing down on my drinking. So because I've been drinking a lot lately, I'm really feeling this right now. So forgive me, that guy.
Taha.
Forgive me, Kali Taha. My apologies.
But
it's greatest extent.
Taha got his ass whooped. It was a fun fight, but
he got beat. I wouldn't know if he got it. Well, in the 3rd round, he got fucked up. And he was getting fucked up toward the end of the 2nd round. But up to the end of the 2nd round, first round and a half, it was nice. Pretty fucking good. It was a goddamn good fight. I think they won fight of the night, right?
I think so, yeah. It was a super fun fight.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch it. But Barcelos beat him, right? It was Barcelos.
Yep.
He's on a bit of a streak right now too, I think, and he's been looking really good. And he was hoping to get somebody in like the top 10. I think he was asking for a top 10, top 15, like ranked type of guy.
Fucking give it to him.
I agree. If he does get somebody, is there anyone you'd like to see him fight?
Rob Font.
So I think they're at 145 pounds, right? That was at 145.
Why do I feel like Rob Font has?
Not that I know of. I don't know.
Well, if Rob Font doesn't fight, Rob Font.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd like that. Or Cody Stamann.
Cody Stamann.
He's right there too.
Bro, yeah, he's been pretty active lately too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he won 3 in a row before he lost to Jimmy Rivera.
Was it?
Before he lost to Jimmy, he beat Baldy Ed. What's his name? Boom. Kelleher,
yeah. Yeah, Barcelos, that was his it's his 3rd win this year. He beat Carlos somebody. Carlos Hotchin? And then he beat Said Nurmagomedov.
That's a good
Barcelos is the guy who beat Nurmagomedov in a decision. And then actually his May 11th against Carlos Hochin was a finish, and then it was a decision. But Khalid Taha, it was a pretty good fucking performance. I'd say he beat him pretty fair and square there. He looked really good.
Indeed.
Yeah. Indeed. What else we got from this weekend that you
my man Tanner the Bulldozer Bozer
Tanner
lost.
Bozer, dude, that's what I was saying when grandpas kicked ass this weekend.
Yep.
There's another grandpa, Andrei Arlovsky. That dude. First of all, the fight itself, I think we can both agree, and the commentators kept mentioning it during the fight, like not super active. Like both guys were threw like tons of leg kicks. They kept their distance. Both of them were very hesitant to get in on each other and actually start to throw hands and putting combos together. There was no setups. So from a fan perspective, pretty boring fucking fight. It didn't deliver. It didn't deliver. That's for sure. But at the same time, it makes sense that it didn't, because both guys are pretty strong counter strikers.
Yeah. Yep.
Andrei Arlovsky has been in the game for a long time, so he knows to not rush in on a guy like Bozer, because he's faced guys like Bozer before. He knows they're fast, they're young, and they got a lot of power. And Bozer, kind of the same way. He actually was very aware that Andrei Arlovsky has some serious fucking power.
Oh, yeah.
And we did see it. We did see it in the fight, right?
Yes, we did.
We saw Arlovsky throw a numerous amount of right hands and land them pretty strong to knock Bozer back.
Yes, sir.
And although Bozer beat up his legs, other than beating up his legs, Bozer didn't really do much.
Yeah, no.
He landed some good leg kicks, which is not a bad idea, but you can't just decide to land a bunch of leg kicks and think you're going to win a fight. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah, true.
Think so?
Yep.
So
I mean, it helps for sure, but
it helps, but you can't just do that thing.
Yeah, not
that
usually.
one thing.
Yeah, not usually.
Especially if you're not knocking a guy over with him.
Yeah, no,
He's not falling over.
Yeah, he didn't like really stagger him much.
No,
not much of anything. Cheer.
Next one.
Next one.
Next one you want to chit chat about?
Giga
Chikadze from Georgia. By the way, Georgia's a beautiful country. I think got some beautiful women. Shout out to Georgian women.
Yeah.
Beautiful chicks in that country.
Beautiful Georgians.
Beautiful Georgians live in the country of Georgia. They're very beautiful.
So you want to describe Giga's finishing sequence over Jamie Simmons?
Yeah, so Simmons comes in. They look good. First round, it's some back and forth. He tries to grapple with him a little bit. Holds him up against the fence for a while, but Giga's able to hold him off. He doesn't let himself get taken down. He does very good at scrambling, very good in the clinch. He's a taller guy, so anybody a little shorter than him, it's going to be hard to take down a guy who's a little taller and really strong and has grappling like Giga does. But obviously, Giga's known for his striking, especially his kicks, his Giga kick. So he kicks Simmons in the body, right in the ribs, really fucking hard.
Really hard.
And then Simmons is like, oh, that didn't feel good. So he drops his hand down. So his forearm and his elbow area is kind of blocking his ribs. And Giga goes right for the head.
Oh, yeah.
And it sounded like a fucking wooden baseball bat hitting a baseball.
It did.
It's exactly what it sounded like.
I'm surprised he didn't put him to sleep.
Me either.
He knocked him down, but he wasn't completely out, and he finished up.
He might have hit him high enough up on the head where it didn't quite rattle it enough, but if he would have got him like in the temple area or like behind the ear, I think he would have been
eye all over again.
Yep, I think he would have been out cold. I think he just hit him high enough where it obviously really hurt and rattled his brain, which is why he went down and Giga ended up finishing him. Yep. But yeah, I think that's what's up. And then Giga decided to call out Jeremy Stevens after that fight, which is pretty fucking awesome. I would actually love to see that fight.
I would love to see it too.
Yeah, be awesome. If Giga and Jeremy Stevens fights, who do you think? Who do you think wins?
Man,
Ooh.
It's a good one, huh?
I know, right? First of all, do you think it happens?
Probably not.
No?
No, because I don't think Giga's ranked yet, and I know Jeremy is still in the top 10 somewhere.
True, Giga isn't ranked, but he is undefeated. No, wait. I think he's 13-1.
Yeah,
like
that sounds right. Something in 1.
13-1. And he's 4-0 in the UFC.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, he's 12-2.
12-2.
But I think you are correct in saying he is undefeated in the UFC.
He's definitely undefeated in the UFC. I think he's 4-0 in the UFC. He's 12-2, and he's won 12 of his last 13. Whew. Yeah, so in 13 fights, he's lost 1. So, pretty fucking good. 4-0 in the UFC. And he's finishing dudes. He's looking good. He's got some serious talent. So do you think the reason he doesn't fight Stevens is because of like the rankings? You think Stevens just isn't interested in the fight?
Yeah, I think
like he's not worthy.
Both.
Yeah.
I think Stevens will be like, nah, this dude ain't even ranked. I ain't fighting him.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. But hopefully Giga gets a top 10, maybe top. They kept talking about top 5 for Giga, like him getting like a top 5 fight.
Fuck it, I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it too.
I think whooping everybody he fights. So.
I just jumping from unranked to top 5 is a big fucking jump.
Look at the last dude he beat though, Henry Morales. That dude was, I think, undefeated in the UFC, and he was going down from lightweight where he was undefeated. So he fought a bigger dude and an undefeated dude and fucking worked him.
He did.
Giga just looks so fucking good. I really want to see him against somebody who's really going to give him a test.
Yeah, me too, man. And shout out to, he said he wants to fight in December.
Okay.
And apparently on one of the cards, there's 2 other Georgian fighters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
on the card, and he said he wants to get on that card, right?
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
Hopefully he can fight soon. I really like Giga.
Isn't you know who else is from Georgia? I think is Dishvili, isn't he?
Vashvili?
Yeah, isn't he?
Vashvili?
Isn't he from Georgia too?
I have no fucking idea.
I feel like he is.
Vashvili, Chikazi, maybe.
I think so.
It's a similar sounding name, right?
All right. Claudia Gadelha versus Yan Xiaonan.
Claudia. Yan Xiaonan looked great.
She did.
Fucking looked great.
She did. And when they were on the feet, she was fucking Claudia up.
Yep. So say Yan Xiaonan moves on to win another fight or 2. She just beat Claudia was number 4 or 3?
Something like that.
Something like that.
4?
She was either 3 or 4. I don't fucking.
I think 4.
I
think it was 8.
Yeah, she might have been ranked 3 and maybe ranked 4. And Yan Xiaonan was ranked, I think, 8.
Yep, 8. And
so
4.
if she moves up to 3 or 4, who does she fight next? And if she wins,
Joanna.
Do we see a China versus China?
Yes.
Maybe a Carla Esparza fight?
Well, I think Rose is going to beat Weili, but...
You do?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dude, that fight... Fuck. That's such a good one.
In my head, when Zhang
like
Weili...
Rose always starts out good, of course. And she keeps her distance, and her striking is crisp. But I feel like after the second or third round, Rose starts getting in trouble because she plays the same game 1 through 5, and it can become, I feel like, for very high level opponents, her style gets very predictable.
Oh, yeah.
And when she fights those super high-level opponents, not just anybody, but very, very high level, like Zhang Weili, they start to figure out what she's going to do and what she's all about, and they're able to capitalize on it. And I feel like we've seen that in her last few fights. So I don't know how that fight goes for Rose, to be honest.
We see.
I would like Rose to win, because I really fucking like Rose.
I do, too.
But Zhang Wei Li is fast and super powerful. Her grappling's really good. As far as just strength goes, I think Zhang Wei Li definitely has an advantage if they get into any type of grappling.
Do you know when Rose won the belt?
When did she win the belt?
It was a pretty
couple years ago.
It was a pretty
wasn't it?
epic card, if you remember the card.
I remember that she beat Joanna when she.
Well, it was UFC 217, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And that pay-per-view was special because it had 3 title fights. Bisping versus GSP, Rose versus Joanna, and Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw.
TJ Dillashaw.
And all 3 champions lost their belt that night.
That's crazy.
All 3 challengers won. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And it was at Madison Square Garden. Pretty fucking cool, I think.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to see champs lose their belt, but when it's 3 for 3.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
3 for 3. And I feel like no, Cody knocked out TJ in the second, and Rose did it in the first against Joanna. Fucked her up.
Okay.
Joanna looked scared. She was fucking.
She did, dude.
She's like, ugh.
She did. And the second fight was really close, but I actually agree with the judges. I think Rose won that other fight as well.
Yeah.
The second fight as well. I think she crushed it. Mm-hmm. She looked pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Can't go wrong. Hell yeah.
All right. Now we go to the prelims. Trevin Giles knocks out Bevon Lewis.
Trevin Giles looked great.
He did.
Good for Trevin Giles.
Yeah. Heavyweights. Alexander Romanov fucks up Marcus Rogero de Lima.
Romanov got performance of the night on that one. He submitted him, correct?
Yes. I was actually surprised because Marcos Rogero de Lima, he was doing well on the feet, and then Alexander Romanov took some really heavy leg kicks, and he's like, "Fuck this," and just powerhoused him to the ground immediately.
Yep.
And then he just started working him and got the sub.
Yeah, dude. I love when guys do that. Fuck this shit. It's what am I doing? And just woof, took him right down. Good takedown too, right?
Yeah, it was.
He rushed him really good.
So
got his arms wrapped
powerful.
around him. Just fucking impressive shit.
Still undefeated, 13-0.
13-0, Romanov. Hell yeah.
And he suplexed his cornerman again.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's so much bigger than them. I can't imagine that doesn't hurt them a little bit.
He really
is
so much bigger. It's crazy, dude. Good shit.
Before that, we had the damaged Darren Elkins versus the lawyer Luis Eduardo Gar or something. I forget what his last name is. But
Garagori,
yep.
Garagori and Elkins. Elkins put on a fucking clinic. He looked pretty good, right?
No, that's not what happened. A clinic?
I thought he looked good.
No, he was getting fucked up before he got that dude's back and choked him out. Did you see his face after the fight? He was fucked
Oh, yeah,
up.
it's true. What fight am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I'm thinking of a different fight.
Oh, Max Griffin beating the fuck out of that guy.
Maybe Griffin.
He looked
My bad.
phenomenal.
Not that the names are even close to each other, but I was just thinking the wrong fight.
Yeah,
in my
Darren
head.
was actually kind of getting pieced up a little bit.
Yeah, I remember
and
now.
Then he managed to, the veteran he is, he managed to get the back of Luis, and he was on his back and got a sub.
Thanks for keeping me in check, bro.
Hell yeah.
I know Vinny's always got my back. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh yeah, we know what's up here.
We know what's up. Professionals.
So, let's go into the Max Griffin fight.
Max Griffin.
What happened to his opponent, Will?
What did happen to his opponent?
Max Griffin beat the living shit out of...
His ear fell off.
His ear fell off. Half of this man's ear just started flopping in the wind as he's jumping.
It was hard to watch. It was legit. Even coming from two MMA fans who have been watching the game for
years and years.
For me, at least 4 years solid. I took some time off. I used to watch it way back in the day, but for the last 4 years, I've watched almost every single fight card.
Same, yeah.
It was hard to look at that shit, dude.
It was gruesome, right?
God damn it.
God. I don't ever see something in a fight. I'm like, ugh, but that
it doesn't happen often, right?
yeah.
Oof. Fuck.
Yeah, the ref, as soon as the ref saw it, he immediately stop, and runs over the guy.
Yeah, he was bouncing, like, looking to punch. You saw his ear just, like, flopping off his fucking head.
The whole top of it just hanging down, flopping.
Just ripped off.
Oh,
not
it was
good.
gnarly.
Not good.
But Max Griffin looked phenomenal in that
He did.
fight.
Yep. That's the one I was thinking of.
As a guy who I remember to be primarily a wrestler, his striking looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Moving so well. Just in and out with his jabs. Like, he fucking looked awesome.
Fucking did, dude.
Good for 100%. Max Griffin. And another notable win on his record, Platinum Mike Perry. He beat him.
He beat Perry?
He did.
Oh, shit. Forgot about that.
And the fight before that was a pretty decent fight. Ended pretty quickly. Gustavo Lopez, that guy kind of beat the shit out of the other dude, too. And I guess they're teammates.
I think that I don't... Oh, wait, no, I did see that one. Yep, I saw that fight. Yep. They were teammates, yeah, and he choked him out.
Yep, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fun fight, but Lopez kind of just...
Pretty much took control of the fight.
Yeah, he from
he
start to
he
finish,
controlled it, he
was
choked.
winning.
Yeah, good for him. He looked good. You mentioned Mike Perry, by the way. He was supposed to fight Robbie Lawler.
Which,
coming up
sad
here.
face that fight's
coming up the 17th, right?
Yes.
November 17th.
Yep.
It's a pay-per-view fight. It was supposed to be Robbie Lawler versus Mike Perry.
No, not pay-per-view.
Isn't it the same fight that it's Tim Means, Robbie Lawler, it's Figueiredo and Perez, it's Shevchenko and Maia.
That on the 21st. I think that pay-per-view.
I just might have my dates wrong, my guys and girls.
It is on the 21st, the pay-per-view.
21st. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. I just had my date wrong. 21st. Yeah, so it's Perry was supposed to fight Robbie Lawler, right?
Yes.
He's on the card. He's now fighting Tim Means.
The Dirty Bird.
Which, by the way, just as exciting as Robbie Lawler, in my opinion. Tim Means been looking good lately.
Yeah, he has.
What about his last fight? You were talking about his last fight.
Strapoli.
He fucked him up.
Guy missed weight by like 6 fucking pounds and was like huge in there. And he was fucking Tim Means up the first round. And Tim Means just kind of held his composure. And then the other 2 rounds, he just fucking dirty boxed him and took him down and just took over the fight.
Sure did.
Beautiful.
That's going to be good. Who do you think wins that, by the way? You take Perry? You take Means?
I feel like Perry's going to win.
Me too. I feel like Perry is going to win every fight that he walks into because he's so
durable.
Yeah, he's just like a fucking brawler. And like he hits so hard.
Yeah.
He has good fundamentals.
He does.
He gets a little wild sometimes, but he knows what he's doing. And when he gets wild, I think he's doing it strategically.
Yeah.
I feel like when Perry gets wild, it's because he's felt his opponent's power. Mm-hmm. And he thinks he's able to take it.
Yep.
So he tries to get into a back and forth with them.
Exactly.
And it hasn't always worked out for him.
No.
Doesn't mean he's the smartest guy. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
But he's definitely a durable, very hard-hitting, crazy motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
And, yeah, I would take my Perry in that as well.
Yep. Hell yeah. What else you got there?
What is this?
Willie boy. Oh. You want to go over next week's card real quick? Not a ton of big names on that one.
Kyle Dawkins?
No, he's not on next week. I think he's on... Is he on 255? I think he's on 255. Yeah, he is. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So next week is Islam Makhachev, one of Khabib's proteges, versus Rafael Dos Anjos.
Yeah, that's the, RDA is 19-13.
He's 29.
Islam is
29-13.
What did I say, 19? Yeah, 29-13. Islam being 18-1. He's only lost 1 fight.
Yeah.
Makhachev's a scary motherfucker.
He is.
He's a scary dude. It's a tough fight for anybody.
Yeah.
That's a hard fight to call, to be honest.
I
mean, RDA is, I believe, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And he's got very good striking.
He does.
And he's got a lot of experience.
Yeah, that's
in the octagon, specifically in the UFC.
Yep.
Facing the highest of highest level opponents.
For all the reasons you said, or the reasons why, like, it'd be smart to think RDA is going to win this, but Islam just, like, he's like Habib. Like, he's not obviously quite as dominant, but he's still, like, right there. Like, he's fucking running through dudes pretty well right now.
Yep, he really is. Oh man!
And
if
Habib
I had to
ragdolled RDA,
he really did. Dude.
He wrote the book on fucking him.
He
up,
really
so.
did. Yeah, I mean, do you want to put a shot of hot sauce on this one?
I wouldn't even know who to take in this one. To be honest. I don't even know. I wouldn't be confident in saying either one's gonna win.
I'll take RDA. You want to put a shot of hot sauce on?
See, I don't know who the better bet is.
Islam Makhachev?
So I lean toward RDA, and then I'm like,
you
I
do?
don't know, it's Islam. I don't know.
All right.
Nah, not a bet on
that. All right. Not a bet on this one.
Yeah,
not a bet on this one.
I'm not
Fair
confident
enough.
in either.
Then we got Abdul Razak Al-Hassan and Colleen Williams.
Yeah, the rest of the card's pretty
I don't know
shallow.
shit about either one of those guys. Eric Anders fighting Antonio Arroyo.
Yep.
Anders 13-5, Antonio 9-3.
Eric, your boy Anders.
Eric, your
dumbest
boy Anders.
nickname ever.
Pretty stupid.
Oh, Kay Hansen is fighting. That's the chick that some guy bet on, like, he bet like $30,000 on her to win.
Did she win?
She did.
She did.
Yeah.
Was she an underdog?
Yeah, I think she was, actually.
That's why he put the $30,000 on her.
That's a lot of money to bet on an underdog.
Well, he probably obviously had the money.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, if I win the lottery, the GTF podcast boys are about to have some fun betting on some fucking fights. By the way, I say that because I play the lottery twice a week, so.
The girl that...
It might happen someday. I'm only 31. I got a lot of years to play the lottery. You never know. Hey, you never know.
The girl that Kay Hansen is fighting, Corey McKenna, she's one of Uriah Faber's chicks. She just came off the Contender Series. Had a nice win. She was decently dominant on the ground, but Kay Hansen is also pretty good at wrestling, so we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, Kay Hansen's 7-3. Yeah, she beat
Jim Fry.
Fry. She beat Fry. Who's 9-6.
Yep.
That's a good fight.
Other notable names, Reese McKee. You only know him as the guy that got fucking destroyed by Khamzat Chimaev.
Yep.
He's the one that actually landed some strikes, though, I think.
He did. Yeah, he didn't get
like
completely dominated till it went to the ground. Then
yeah.
He had nothing.
He landed
basically
like
had
a leg kick.
He had no place being there.
No, no, he did not.
Like, stop it.
Jose Quinones, who Sean O'Malley knocked out in the first round. He's fighting Luis Smolka, who's kind of in and out of the UFC. Like,
yeah, Smolka.
He's been in the UFC.
He's 16-7. Quinones is 9-4. Ronda Marcos, she's on the card as well. She's 10-1.
Yeah.
She's fighting this Kanako
Have you
Murata.
seen
She's
a worse
11-1.
record?
I don't know anything about Kanaka.
Have you seen a worse record than 10-10?
10-1.
Like,
not really, dude.
I think Rocky. What's her name? Fucking. You know Rocky. She fucking. What's her name? It starts with Raquel Pennington. Her record's pretty bad. I think she's 11-9. Not much better than 10-10.
I mean, Ronda has lost 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's lost 3 of her last 4 fights.
Oof.
She did beat Angela Hill back in March of 2019. She lost to Claudia Gadelia. Then she beat Ashley Yoder,
who is also fighting.
And
on this
so
card.
far this year, she lost to Amanda Ribas.
Oh yeah.
And she lost to Mackenzie Dern in September. She got choked out. Was it an armbar, I think? An armbar, was it? Mackenzie Dern got an armbar. It was a triangle. Which was it? Mackenzie Dern off her back. Was it an armbar?
That sounds right. I think it was.
It was definitely a submission.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, Ronda Marcos. Yeah, Amanda Ribas, by the way, fighting Michelle Watterson.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that's
number
awesome.
9 versus number 6.
That's really cool.
Yeah, 6 being Michelle Watterson being number 6.
Yeah, she's been looking very good. I'm glad she's getting
that. Is a challenging fight for Amanda. And it's a very challenging fight for Michelle.
The question is, who do you think's the better fighter, Angela Hill or Amanda Ribas? Because my opinion, I thought Angela Hill beat Watterson.
I did too.
I think she got robbed in that fight. And
I don't know if she was robbed.
Fight.
I just thought it was a very close fight that could have went either way.
It's true.
Because I feel like if Angela Hill would have won, I would have said that Karate Hottie got robbed.
Yeah.
And the Karate Hottie won. I would totally understand why you would think that Angela Hill got robbed.
You think she got robbed in the Gedalia fight though? Like you think she definitely?
The Gedalia fight, I thought she kind of won that fight.
Yeah, I
think she got robbed in that one for sure. Yeah. But yeah, the Michelle Watterson fight, I really think it could have went either way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Either way.
That's fair. Yeah.
Either way. Either fucking way, dude.
She's like the Jorge Masvidal of like losing split decisions constantly.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, Joe Biden's our president now.
He is.
In a couple months.
Yeah, we don't have shit else to talk about for next week's fight.
How do you feel about that? Let's get political. Hey, everybody, we're done talking about fights. If you don't like politics, you can turn this off. We're not going to get deep.
All right.
I don't think me and Vinny.
I don't like politics. So turn this off.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. So, Joe Biden apparently won the presidency. He beat Donald Trump. How do you feel about that, bro?
Honestly, I'm shocked.
Shocked?
I did not think he was going to win.
I didn't think he was going to win either.
I was like, there's no way they're going to vote this guy in instead of Trump.
Yeah.
For
what reasons? Give me your reasons first.
Well, let me preface with this.
Yeah. Preface it. Be careful, because people get triggered too easy. Yeah. Don't get triggered about what we're about to say, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything super controversial.
No, say whatever you want. Yeah. First of all, Vinny and myself, we're going to say whatever the fuck is on our mind, but don't get triggered, okay? Don't get triggered. We are two people that have looked into this shit. We're just speaking our opinion. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to agree. Don't get upset. Don't get triggered. Biden's the winner. Biden's going to be our next president. That's all that matters in the end. How do you feel about it?
Well, like I said, I'll preface it with this. Both this election and the last one, I didn't like either candidate, really.
Yep.
I wasn't like, oh, wow, Hillary, or oh, wow, Donald Trump. I'm like, it's literally I got to pick the least of the shitty two people.
Yeah.
That was my opinion that time and kind of this time.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm like, can I get a good one?
No.
But I don't know. I guess as far as like Biden winning, like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know, like if we don't like him in 4 more years, we can get him out. Like that's
we get somebody else. That's the beauty of American politics.
Yeah,
right?
I don't understand these people, like the people that are all like, "Oh my God, it's the end of the fucking world. Well, life as you know it is over." And I'm just like,
no.
How drastically can it
both
change?
ways, right? Though, like if Trump gets reelected, it's like, how much did your life really change when Trump was elected? And how much is your life going to change now that Biden's elected? It's probably not going to change much. The direction they're going to take the country, Biden's going to raise your taxes. So, I mean, that's pretty much guaranteed. He said he's going to do it. Kamala said they're going to do it.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of the Trump tax cut. So your taxes are going to go up.
For who, though? Because as
everybody.
far as income tax goes, they're only really doing that for people who make $400K and more.
Yeah, but they're gonna increase taxes for people making over $400,000 a year, as well as getting rid of the Trump tax cuts, which cut taxes for everybody. People say they
cut taxes for everybody.
Yeah. Mostly for corporate tax, which is why you see a lot of businesses. You saw. I think under the Trump administration, I believe the number was 750,000 manufacturing jobs came back. A lot of companies either came back or came here for the first time to manufacture in the United States because we dropped our corporate tax down to like 16% or some shit. Biden wants to raise it to 28%. So taxes go up. So a lot of companies might, it's not a for sure thing. I'm not saying this is science or anything. It's economics, which is not an exact science, but a lot of companies now are saying like, why would I pay 28% tax and do business in America when I can go to Japan or China or India and not pay 28% tax?
Yeah,
so
true.
They might end up leaving. They might not. They might stay here. They might keep people employed, and our government will have more money to, do more stuff with, as far as like infrastructure stuff, which Trump promised they didn't deliver on, and like things like the wall and border security. If you're out there listening and you're all for the wall and you're all for strong border security,
all for the wall.
Something that Trump said he was going to do, but guess what? Budgets are budgets. Sometimes we just don't have the money for shit, and when you lower taxes, you have a smaller budget to do things that you want to get done. So it's a catch-22, It's like taxes are going to go up, yada, yada, yada. Regulations went down during Trump as well. So regulations as far as companies coming in and giving people employment, less regulations makes it a lot easier for businesses to do business.
Do you know what I think about?
But at the same time, it's not necessarily good for the environment and stuff like that.
Do you know what I think about often that gets me annoyed?
Yeah.
Is how much we're taxed.
Yeah.
Like, we are taxed on the money we make. We are taxed on the things we buy. We are taxed on the property we own.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I guess it's all
Exactly.
for a specific purpose. I get that, but that's like, damn.
Well, it's for a purpose. I mean, the government needs, because a lot of things that the government controls, like as for like infrastructure shit, like building highways and maintaining and expanding on the railway system and fire departments and the military, which I believe, in my opinion, we spend a little too much money on the military. I'm not saying we shouldn't have a strong military. I think we spend too much money on the military as far as spending money in other countries.
Oh, yeah.
Like Afghanistan and stuff like that. Like we spend... How much a month do you think we spend in Afghanistan? Just take a guess. Take a random fucking guess. I know you'd probably don't know.
Actually, if I had remembered, because you actually already told me the answer. But I forgot.
That's okay.
300 billion.
Not 300.
3 billion.
Yeah, that's a crazy number.
Okay.
3 billion.
Yeah.
3 billion a month in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, yeah.
So not to say that our military doesn't deserve the best equipment and the best weapons money can buy, but we're spending $3 billion in Afghanistan specifically. Kind of seems unnecessary.
It does.
It seems unnecessary.
Especially when you take into consideration...
Maybe it's not. I'm not in office. I don't know shit, but like, it seems like a lot, and I've heard specific congressmen and congresswomen who are in the military or are former military saying that the type of money that's spent is just very unnecessary.
Especially when you take into consideration how long we've been there. It's been since the Bush administration.
Like 17 years.
Yeah, like so fucking long.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And we're still spending $3 billion a month there.
Yeah.
But billion with a B.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's one thing I liked about Trump is that he's the first president in modern history to not get us involved in a new foreign conflict. He did not start any foreign conflicts in his presidency, which I really liked. Yeah. And in Biden, I feel like his plan for healthcare, at least he has a plan. Like Trump's got his ideas, but he definitely doesn't have a solid plan.
Do you know?
It's kind of like, all right, like you want to do this, you want to do that, but you don't have a set plan.
Do you know what's going on?
If you're gonna be president, you
gotta
have a
right
plan.
Now?
Armenia? No, enlighten me.
Armenia is it's like in the it's near Turkey and like Middle East area over there. So like
I know where it is. I just don't know what's going on there.
In a predominantly Muslim area. They're a Christian nation, and apparently, like, all of the surrounding Muslim nations are kind of just, like, fed up with it. Or like I don't know, like for a long time, like it's kind of like a thing with the Israelis and the Palestinians where like they both claim like the homeland, the same land as their homeland. Like now like people, and this is like an age-old thing, like it happened way back in the day where like the Ottoman Empire just slaughtered tons of Armenians and like and like it's happening again now. Like a couple of the surrounding countries, I think Turkey being one of them, are just having this war against Armenia right now to like basically just kill them.
Bro.
What?
Totally changing the subject. Back to fights. Back to UFC.
Okay.
Islam Makhachev just dropped out of his fight versus RDA.
Well, that sucks. Just now?
Just now. Zach just texted me. Zach's not here, by the way, for anybody who watches this enough.
Well, that fucking
who knows who Zach is. He would be our third sitting right here.
You might as well scrap that whole card now.
Yeah. Like, that's the main event.
Yeah. You might as well. Actually,
and we are 6 days away.
An opponent for RDA?
In 6 days?
You know what?
Guess what? What? Go ahead.
You know what they could do?
What?
Take somebody who is supposed to...
Khamzat.
Yo, Khamzat would totally do it.
Khamzat Chimaev.
But if somebody who is going to fight the following week, let's say another 155er, if they're like, hey, you guys can
170.
do it. Yeah, you guys can do it at 170. Just, I need to say it has... They're going to find a way. They won't let this main event just...
I hope not, dude, because this card's already super shallow.
Dude,
so if that RDA...
It's so trash if there's not
Makhachev fight's not going to... Or not Makhachev. Islam.
RDA.
Yeah, that's...
If there's not a decent
Islam Makhachev just dropped out, yeah. Interesting. It'll be interesting. We'll see. We shall see.
Well, shit.
Oh,
yeah, but my point about
go ahead.
How is the UN allowing this to happen? Isn't that why we have the UN? Why are we letting Turkey... The whole idea behind the UN. We're letting Turkey and a couple other countries just fucking attack these Armenians right now.
Yeah.
And like this isn't even being talked about in the news. I heard this on a podcast I listened to.
I didn't know about it till you just told me about it. Yeah. And I'm definitely the type of person that keeps up with a lot of this type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Ironically, they were talking about this on the podcast. When Hitler was like, had his whole idea about exterminating the Jews and whatever, and committing genocide against them.
Yeah, I mean, when he was being an asshole.
Yeah. So the Ottoman Empire, who was like doing the same shit and killed like hundreds of thousands of Armenians. Yeah. History like doesn't really talk about that. So when Hitler was doing what he was fucking doing, he was just saying to everyone to follow him, he's like, it's okay, nobody remembers the Armenians. And
the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yes. So like
strong words.
So it's happening again. Like we actually like sold the United States sold weapons to Turkey, and like we're not selling them weapons anymore now.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Well,
is Turkey not apparently an ally as much as they used to be anymore?
Even if they are, we don't agree with what they're doing right now, so we are not much of allies.
Yeah, it makes sense that we don't, because I would not agree with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
And Turkey used to be a pretty strong ally of the United States.
Zach just said RDA said Michael Chandler, do you want to step in? Yeah.
Michael Chandler and RDA at 170?
That'd be dope.
That's a good fight for Michael Chandler.
It is.
I know that he was ready to fill in for a title fight, but dude, RDA is a big fucking name, and don't worry about cutting weight. Fight at 170? Yes!
Hey, folks, do you like how we flawlessly transition from politics to fighting again?
That's good. We can do that all day, dude. All day.
Just seamless.
I had to throw some politics out there because it's a big thing right now, and like I know we're guys talking fights, and we mainly talk like UFC, and like sometimes there's some big fights with throwing like Bellator or like bare knuckle boxing or something, or just some like crazy shit going on, or some boxing like the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. that's coming up soon. Like as that gets closer, we'll talk about it. But I mean, we are in America. We live in upstate New York, so like obviously this is like a thing. We figured we'd throw it in there just to extend the podcast a little bit. It's like important and it just happened. So
indeed.
But we're pretty damn good at transitioning.
Indeed.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Michael Chain and Laura DA. Let's make it.
Fuck it. Why
Make
not?
the fight, Dana. Make the fight, Dana. Make it. I'm good.
Glover and Jan, Dana. Come on.
Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira. Let's go.
Glover and Jan, 2021.
Love it.
The old man affair.
Love it. Yeah, seriously. Well, Jan Blachowicz is like 36.
He's 37.
37.
That's
So for being
41.
a bigger guy fighting at light heavyweight, that's not super old. We just had two guys that were 41 years old. One of them has been fighting in the UFC for 20 years, and both of them just had a very good performance.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
those
but
bigger
I
guys
feel
can
like
go
they're-
longer.
They're outliers.
Plus,
really.
Jan seems younger than that, though, doesn't he? He seems like he's in his early 30s.
I'll give you this. I did
the way
not
he moves,
know.
the way he looks, he doesn't look 37.
I didn't know he was 37.
And he doesn't move like he's 37. He's quick.
Yeah.
He puts together good combinations. He's fast.
Yep.
He obviously still hits hard, just like most guys hit really hard, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. That
Good
Polish
shit.
power.
We'll lose powder. All
right.
good? We good?
We good.
All right, wrapping it up.
All right.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Adios.